Hello everybody, today we're going to be playing some Stranded Deep, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to hunt creatures in Stranded Deep, mainly land-based creatures, like that hog over there and this giant crab chasing me. But yeah, most of these creatures can be found on most islands, however some will be exclusive to these larger pine islands rather than just to some of the islands with only the palm trees. So at that, let's get right into it. Okay, so one of the easiest creatures to actually hunt in Stranded Deep is crabs. All you really need is just one refined spear, and you're just going to go up to the coastline, and you can just stab them like that. And it's as easy as that, and you just have two small crabs. And these will give you two small meats each, so these are really one of the easiest prey to catch. There's very little chance of you getting harmed, and they required barely anything to hunt, being a crude spear which just takes up one stick. So there's two types of crabs. There's the small ones, but then there's these giant ones, and these ones are much more difficult to deal with. However, they do give you more meat, because these have a hard shell, and basically if you throw spears at them, they're going to break like that. So how I'd recommend doing this is getting a platform like that, and then what you can do is just stand up on here and take cover from them when they come running at you, so they can't hit you. And if you just keep hitting them with a spear or an axe, they'll eventually explode like that. Okay, one of the most challenging and ominous, difficult things to actually hunt in this game was that. That is a giant hog. They're extremely aggressive and will just attack you on sight. However, they have a weakness, and that is they cannot go in water. So I like to exploit this by staying in the water, and you can kind of just lure them towards you, retreat to the water, and just keep doing this returning cycle. They run at you, retreat to the water. I'm missing a lot of these shots, not good. But eventually, you'll kill it like that. And so, that is one of the best ways to kill one of these giant hogs. And by the way, that giant hog is probably one of the most rewarding land animal to kill. It will give you a lot of meat and leather, which is very essential for your survival. Another fairly dangerous animal in this game that is also good to hunt is these night snakes. Now, these are kind of difficult because they'll curl up, making really easy targets. However, if you're just walking around the island, they might attack you and you won't even know they're there. So it's really useful to get rid of these if you're on one of these pine islands. So they'll curl up, and really all you need is just throw a spear at them. Eventually they'll try and get away, and all you have to do is hit them with another spear. It only takes two crude spears to kill. Now they are kind of hard to hit because they are so skinny, and they move quite slowly, so you should be able to hit them. And they really only give you one small meat, so they're not that rewarding. However, they are very helpful to remove from your island if you do not want to get poisoned by them. Talked about most of the land animals. We can talk about some of these birds. So seagulls are on most islands, and you'll see them flying in these flocks, but they'll land on these rocks, and they provide a decently good source of food if you can get them. So I don't prefer to shoot them out of the sky. That's because that is a very kind of risky way to do it. So what I preferably do is attempt to shoot them once they land on these rocks. And see, there's one, and there's two, and if I can make this, there's three. See, they're really easy to get if you have a bow and arrow, and they will give you, let me see if I can put this up, a good amount of meat. Like, these will give you one small meat each, so they are pretty easy to get if you can and have the right tools to get them. There are also two types of hogs. There are the large hogs, the giant ones that will definitely attack you, and then there's these smaller ones which are still very good prey, and they will give you leather and meat. However, they won't really attack you on sight and do that much damage like the other ones do. However, they are fast and pretty agile, and kind of hard to hit with a bow and arrow. That might just be because the bow and arrow in this game is kind of weirdly set up. But after 4 shots from a bow and arrow successfully, you should have a boar. A smaller one though, which will give you less meat and less leather, but still a very good option. Now each of these animals will give you different amounts of meat and other resources. For example, the giant hog will give you the most amount of meat and the most amount of raw hide, well, simply because it is the largest. Now, if for some reason you want to keep these as trophies like the giant hog, then you don't want to actually skin the entirety of them. You just want to leave 1 meat left, and this will allow the body not to despawn. However, if you do take all the meat like I'm about to here, it will despawn like that. So these will give you 2 large meats and 4 raw hides. Just drop some of these. I'm gonna need that knife. Now the seagull, you can skin it and it will give you 1 small seagull meat. It's not that great, but it will give you enough. Now these small boars, they will give you less rawhide and meat, but they will still give you rawhide and meat like the larger giant hogs, just less. Now these are still very good opportunities to get rawhide and meat, because leather is a very essential part of the actual game itself. Just these will take less rawhide than the actual large boars, and once again the body will despawn if you take all of the medium meat that you can find in one of these smaller hogs. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If this helped you out, please leave a like and subscribe, help the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Have a very nice day.